Okay, so welcome, Janene. So glad that you're here with us. Thank you for taking the time to share your story.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. So, in order to really capture the beauty that has been your journey thus far, would you mind to share with us what were the biggest things that you were struggling with in your health, prior to our work together?
Oh, I would say diabetes too, and I have bad knees, and I was getting to the point where I couldn't walk, and I was told I was too young to get knee replacement and that I would have to lose weight. But of course, if you can't even walk, how do you lose weight? You can't be out there running, you can't be jogging, you can't be doing anything. And so I was desperate to find something that would help me to lose some weight so that I could reverse the diabetes and, of course, lose weight. I had been told by the doctor that if I lost 6 pounds of fat, that equated to 30 pounds of pressure on my knees. So just 6 pounds would have made a difference. And I was like, God, I can't even get the 6 pounds off. So
wow, yeah,
I started
frustration.
Yeah, there was a lot of frustration. And so I had tried a lot of different things, and I came across you, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give her a try, and I'm going to see if I can do this. And I did, and I believe that I feel successful on it. I mean, I'm still on the trail to get to, a lower weight, but I feel better than I have in years. And, my sleep has improved, my skin has improved. Obviously, I've lost some weight. And my A1C at the last doctor's appointment went from 6.1 to 5.1. And she didn't take me off of my meds yet, but she's waiting until my glucose numbers are lower, which she agreed may come with additional weight loss. So, I'm doing my thing. It's a little bit of a struggle. I mean, finding all the foodstuffs, trying to prepare it when I'm at work, from 7 in the morning until 4-ish. It's a little bit of a hardship to have to go home and then, every other day I make food for the next 2 days if I can. But you know what? It's been worth it because no matter what, I still feel good. And I'm out there walking. If I'm, at the office, working from the office, I'm walking the parking lot, which is massive, and making that walk around for 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes twice a day if I have the time.
And where you came from, like you said, where you were in so much pain that you couldn't even fathom doing that. Now, a couple of months in with 20 pounds weight loss, I mean, there's nowhere to go but up at this point. So I'm curious, you said your energy is so much better. You got that A1C down to 5.1. You've had a nice bit of weight loss. How has that changed your outlook about yourself, your health, your confidence? What's shifted there for you?
Well, my confidence, I always had confidence in me. I just had to find the right format, the right way, because I realized that not everybody's the same. Not everybody's body works the same. And after trying so many different things, I still didn't want to give up hope. So I said, well, you're just going to have to try something new. Let's see if this works for you. And I would say that it is working for me because no matter what, I feel better. Everything else is working better. So it can't be bad if you're feeling this good. That's, just how I feel. And I think too, it has pushed me to get out there and be the advocate for myself. So if where I was always willing to go with the flow, and instead of, arguing or, trying to push my way of thinking, I always went with whatever the other person wanted to do. I was easygoing. I didn't have a problem. But now I kind of fight for me, and I look for those places that I can, go and eat. And I try to make the, changes. I don't push it on everybody, but I do have support from my family and my loved ones. And so I still, with those changes, sometimes I would like to have meat, but you know what? I feel so good this way. I know that, this is the way to go. So I'm happy learning those things, learning the things that I can make to make it taste good, and learning, new flavors. So it's really been a very interesting and fun trip so far. And I just, I've encouraged others that have told me that they've had, issues, and I said, look, I don't have the achy joints. I don't have my achy knees, though sometimes they do hurt because I know that the cartilage is worn down. So I don't expect it to be totally gone. But I can walk around. I can walk for half an hour. I can walk for longer than that. I can do things that I wasn't able to do before. And it's all due to diet, what I've done to my diet. And I feel great about that.
Yes, and I'm so happy to hear that, because, of course, the success and how you're feeling physically is great, but I love that you shared is just advocating for yourself and putting your foot down, saying, hey, I know what I have to do to finally prioritize myself and my health so I can feel good, and I'm not accepting anything less than feeling good. I love that for you, Janene. I'm really excited to hear that. So is there any advice that you would share for somebody who, like yourself, has been experiencing pain, who has tried, restrictive crash diets that don't really work, who've tried medications and things for the diabetes and those numbers are still high? What's one bit of advice that you'd say to help them prioritize themselves?
If nothing else, at the beginning, I would say I gave myself 3 months, right, to try it and just see how I felt. Give it 3 months. Once you've gotten through that 3 months, if you haven't seen change, if you don't feel better, okay, then maybe this isn't the protocol for you, but I will bet you that you will. You will see a change. You will feel better. And, once you have gotten past that 3-month mark, it's so much easier to keep going.
Yeah.
So you look at it and you're like, oh, my God, can I do this? Well, yes, you can. Give yourself a shorter time period to get through it. And if you do get through it, then at the end you can say, well, wow, I'm doing it. And it's not so difficult. I'm changing how I think about me, and I'm working harder for me. So I look at it that way. And then, of course, if you get to some point where whatever your diet you're eating, whatever's planned for your meal is not available for you, and you're someplace where there's absolutely not anything that you could, eat, don't feel horrible if you pick something that wasn't what was planned. Go for the best choice. Don't feel like you've failed. You haven't failed. It just, it was out of your control. You did the best that you could. You didn't go, overboard. And most people wouldn't, because they'd be afraid, well, I'm going to eat this today, and this isn't anything that I'm supposed to be eating. But you know what? the next meal isn't going to be like that. You'll be home, you'll be making your same food, you'll be fine. So don't feel like if you've stepped off and you've eaten something that wouldn't have normally have been what you were going to eat, don't worry about it. Get back on, go back. The next meal is going to be exactly what you're supposed to be eating. So, and you will feel, I think you will feel it too. If you start to go off and you're starting to eat something that you shouldn't be, you're going to feel different. You're going to feel as bad as you did before. And you might not have realized how bad you were really feeling before. So, yeah, don't feel that you failed. You haven't failed. You just got to get back up and start doing what you're supposed to do.
That's right. That's right. And prioritizing yourself. And like you said, just doing the best you can in any moment. I really, really appreciate you, Janene. Thank you. It's been such an honor to guide you and support you and witness this transformation in you, and always rooting for you and cheering for you and your continued success. And thank you for sharing your journey here with everyone.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Janene. I'll ask Kira. She'll be able to edit this somehow because she's a genius. She's a tech genius where I just kind of figure it out. And we'll go ahead and send you your links so you can book a follow-up, so we can get some time together, take a look at your progress, make some assessments, and fine-tune some things further. And I just want to give you a friendly reminder before we get off the phone now to go ahead and mark your calendar for the last Thursday of the month, which is coming up on us already, if you can even believe it. It's going to be a week from this Thursday on the 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern. We do a live call in the alumni group. So you can come in and ask questions and check in, and you'll see some familiar faces and some new faces. But, be sure to make some time for that so we can connect there as well.
Definitely.
Beautiful. Thanks, Janene. I'll talk to you soon, friend.
Thanks, Taylor. Bye-bye.